Welcome back to Wrestling Renaissance. My name is TJ Leo, your defending predictions champion.
And I'm Cold 2K.
Yeah.
Here in the cold south.
Yeah. How cold is it? It's minus 15 Celsius here. I don't know what the heck that is in Fahrenheit. Do your
It's
own...
colder than it is here. It's probably about 1 or 2 Celsius here.
So it's about 33,
about
34? Okay. Yeah, definitely way colder here. That my guess is it's probably closer to like, I don't know, minus 5 Fahrenheit, minus 6 Fahrenheit, somewhere in there. I don't know. That's just a guess.
Kind of cold?
Oh, it's cold. Tits nipply.
It's nipply. Wow.
Yeah. I breast, we stay inside.
I'll take your word for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never joined Wrestling Renaissance before, let's see if I can get the rigmarole done. It's not going to happen. It's still not going to happen. That third monitor needs to come back, or it needs to show up at all. If you never watched the show before every WWE and NXT PLE, and sometimes TNA pay-per-view and AEW pay-per-view, we talk about the build-up to the shows, we make our official predictions, and then on subsequent shows like this one, we give, we review each match, we review the show, we rate each match on the Co-op Entertainment review scale of 1 to 10, and we talk about, we'll see how we fared in our predictions. That sounds correct. This is also the last show of the year. Wah, wah.
Happy New Year.
Happy early New Year.
Or Merry Christmas, I shall say. We'll say Happy New Year in the first show.
Yes. That'll be sometime from now, which makes me sad. But I think we could all
I won't talk to you until next year after this?
Absolutely not. You got to join the co-op club.
Oh, wait. Never mind.
We're all in the co-op club. Everyone can talk there. I think I'm literally only busy with like family shiznit on Christmas Day. I think that's basically it. Every other day is just maybe Christmas Eve. But for the most part, I think not busy.
From this recording, I will have my next day off will be Christmas.
Wow.
Pretty sure.
Yikes. Yikes.
Yeah.
Isn't that like against a law somewhere?
Oh no, no, there's no laws against how much you work. No.
Wow. That's baloney. It's baloney. All right, well, today is being the last show of the year. We are going to do honor the greatest of all time and review Saturday night's main event, John Cena's final match, which aired in Washington, D.C. this past Saturday, as of this recording. America. And let's do high-level thoughts first before we get into the individual matches. What'd you think of the crowd? What'd you think of the set? What'd you think of the commentary, the presentation, etc., so on and so forth?
For everything that the show was supposed to be, it couldn't be better. WWE does pre-recorded bits, stuff, backstage segments, all that. Their production value is second to none. Their pre-recorded interviews that they did throughout the show were great, perfectly timed. Crowd was everything you thought it would be, with it being Cena's last match. Honestly, couldn't be better for what it was.
Yeah, and the Jesse Ventura was not there, so it made it even better.
Well, he was on the pre-show, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't watch that.
He might have angered some people with his. Well, he won it. He won the title 17 times, but that means he lost it. So is he really good or something like that?
He said that on the pre-show?
Yeah.
Wow, is he stupid?
Some about how Yeah, something about how you won it 17 times. That means you also lost it 17 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
He does not want to keep a job. First is shitting on the cage match, which I do agree with. He wasn't wrong. But maybe shitting on the guy that the day is all about honoring. Maybe not the most wise idea, Jesse. Just saying.
Yeah.
I know you play a heel, but there's a time and place for it, and that wasn't the night to play a heel.
I don't know exactly what his contract status is with doing those, but
it's not looking good, though.
I don't know how many more times we're going to see him doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not sorry if he goes. I'm not a fan of Jesse Ventura. At least not on commentary. He's out of touch. He's really out of touch.
He's definitely kind of out of touch.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the presentation was great. I loved the stage. It was very, very spotlighty. Love the gold. Yeah, I don't really have any major complaints. Although I do have complaints. But do I get into it now or do I get into it later? Probably later. Okay. Let's get into the show.
All right.
Well, let's move on to the Titantron. And start off with the opening match, which I was correct in. Was Cody Rhodes, Obafemi, champion versus champion. I'm going to put my championship away so I can concentrate on the show. And let's give our rating.
We recorded the predictions on what, Thursday, right? Is that when we did it, or was it Wednesday?
I don't know. It's a good question. There's no way to know.
But either way, Cena was on Pat McAfee's show on Friday, and the whole subject came up about how, Pat said, oh, you guys are opening the show on Saturday. Cena said, I don't know. I never said that, and I don't know where you guys got that from. We're, as far as I know, we're planning on closing the show.
Yeah.
Of course, in our prediction show, we predicted Cena and Gunther first because that's what the word was, right? So,
well, I'm pretty sure Cena himself said that he wanted to go on first, unless that was just, I don't know where that came from. I'd have to look into it.
So he said in the interview on Kimmel, which is where the whole thing came from, was
right.
He's used to going to bed early, so maybe they'll go on first or something like that.
Maybe he did that just to rile up people.
Yeah, and I think, that's kind of where the sheets took it from and ran with it. So
the sheets.
Sheets. Brian Alvarez, I'll call the name out. Yeah, little slimy Brian Alvarez.
Yeah. All right, let's give this a rating.
We thought this one was hoping was going to go first.
Yeah, it made the most sense. All right.
Oh, shoot. Wait.
Oh, snap.
Nope. Oh, I did not get the... Okay. No, we're good. We're good. I did not get our expectation recorded for this. Okay. I'm good.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's talk about that, as they say. What do you want to talk about? As Cody says.
That's Cody's line.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about the fact that there was no reason for this match to be booked if they had no idea how to book it. This was stupid and pointless and a waste of time. I knew that there was going to be interference. I knew Drew was going to be there. That it just made total sense for the story. But to just have this match going and everyone enjoying it, and then he just comes in just blatantly and just ruins the match, Lazy fucking booking. Hated it. Hated it. You have you have this way of, oh my god, it's so frustrating. This is how you debut Obafemi to the masses. Okay. Whatever. Stupid.
I mean, I don't completely disagree with you. But I certainly wouldn't rate it that low because they still made Oba out to be a monster.
Sure.
So at best, I could rate it average or a meh.
Yeah.
Which is a 5.
Yeah.
Do I hate that it was ruined by interference and a no decision, a no contest? Yes. I almost would have rather had it been that than Drew interfere and cause Oba to win. Probably. You know, I wouldn't want Oba to win to get a win over Cody at the cost of interference by someone else.
Here's my problem.
If you're gonna have if you're gonna have Oba beat Cody, you haven't beat him clean for a debut.
So I get, and this is the circle of pain that I come into here, is that I know that this is they painted themselves into a corner with this booking by having neither person they want to have lose, but they want to have both, and they want to have both look strong. But I can't say that they put themselves into a corner because there was no story to it to begin with. This match just didn't need to happen if that was the goal. Was to like, they could have had any other match. But they go with this. And then the most lazy ass interference you can imagine. Nothing clever, you know. Drew didn't try to cost Cody the match. Drew didn't come in and ambush him when it made sense. He's just like, okay, it's the middle of the match. I'm just gonna run in there and beat him up. Like, it was just like there was no reason for him to do it. It would have, like, I could think of 16,000 other ways they could have done this and made it make more sense. If they wanted to make Obafemi look strong but not have either guy lose, then they should have had Drew try to cost Cody the match, right? But then Oba sees it and goes, fuck that, and then beats the shit out of Drew. Then it's like, oh, okay, this is what you're fucking with the wrong guy here. You're like, all right, and then that leads to a potential Oba Drew feud down the line, and instead we got a continuation of Drew Cody, which we already knew was going to continue, and I guess it plants the seeds for a rematch between Cody and Oba at some point, I guess, but like, no one's going to remember that this match happened a week from now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's so many other creative things you could have done with this match. And if you had no ideas, then why did you book it?
Oh, yeah.
That's my thought. I can't reword that anymore.
If this is what you were going to do for this match, then I would have rather have had Cody versus Ricky Saints.
Yeah.
Then Cody could have beat Ricky. Not that you don't want Ricky to look good, but Ricky could still look good and lose to Cody.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. My buddy was asking me the same question of why did Oba win the title back? What was the point? If he's going to lose it before Royal Rumble, unless he's not, but it seems likely, right?
I don't know why you wouldn't have Oba come back for the Rumble.
Yeah, like, he must be, right? Is he going to come in and cost Cody the Rumble spot? Or Drew? Throws Drew out?
Cody won't
Cody out?
beat Cody shouldn't be in the Rumble because
Right.
Cody's already the champion.
True. So maybe he costs Drew.
It's like, why have Oba in this match? I mean, sure, you want to showcase Oba because he's going to be a big player come next year.
This is why I gave it a 1.
Really want to showcase him. I mean, I gave it a man because you still made Oba up until the point that Drew interfered, and even still after Drew interfered and Oba shoved Drew down, Drew didn't get the upper hand on Oba at all.
Which makes no sense. I think, if anything, it made Drew look like a bitch. Which I guess
their booking of Drew has made Drew look like a bitch.
Yeah. What a waste of talent. You know what I didn't realize is we completely skipped over Cage Match and Bleacher Report. I was that annoyed.
Oh, we'll get there.
Okay.
My hope for Drew is that maybe he will answer the U.S. Open Challenge and maybe win the U.S. title. I don't know.
Maybe. We'll see.
But I mean, it seems like all he does is lose. But you mentioned it. Cage Match gave this a 5.56. 9 minutes and 3 seconds.
That's real low for Cage Match. Damn. All right. Well,
yeah.
Once again, Bleacher Report's smoking something fierce because they gave it a B. Notable moments and observations. Rhodes and Femi both got sizable reactions during their entrance. Yeah, I loved Oba Femi's strut entrance. Crowd loved it.
Yeah.
Femi...
I will say, well, we can go later in the... we can kind of touch on it afterwards, after the third match.
Okay.
Go for it.
Femi had to get into position for the Cody Cutter. It looked like Rhodes might fall a bit short, but his opponent lowered his head to put it in the right spot at the right moment. I didn't see that, but sure. The running uppercut Femi used to send Rhodes over the announce table was intense. Yeah, it was fucking sick. That was crazy. Because it looked like he was going to do like a running leap. And then he just kind of like casually got out of the ring, and then the crowd booed, and then he did that, and everyone was like, "Oh, oh shit!"
Yeah,
don't sleep on Oba. He'll surprise you.
Nah, that's Oba Femi, y'all.
Yep. But it did lead to the American Nightmare bleeding from the ear somehow. Probably caught his ear on something on the table.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, it cut open his like upper ear, pretty bad. But yeah. I got to the end of this match and was like, fuck. Like, this is just like the epitome of what's wrong with WWE right now. It's just lazy creative. I just hate it. And I was liking the match, but I can't reward WWE for their shitty, lazy booking anymore. So it gets a 1.
I think that's the worst that you've rated any match.
Could be. I think I gave away one other one. Pretty sure. I don't remember what it was, but we need a statistician to go through all of our episodes and find out. All right.
What you got?
Oh, snap.
No, come here. No, come here.
I don't want to be on the show.
Make you what? Another can of soup. Oh, geez. Only one can left. Will I make it for you? Got it?
It's chicken soup for the soul.
Exactly. Chicken soup.
Is it really?
Because it's cold. Yeah.
I used to have those books. I don't think I actually read them. I think they were like coffee table holders, Just they look good on the coffee table.
I had one.
Things. Yeah.
I can't remember which one I had, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think that's it for this match. Let's move on to predictions. How'd we fare?
Oh, those. You want to talk about those?
Yeah. I'm scared.
Well, because it was a no contest, no winner officially. We both got a big 0.
Yee. Okay. Good start. Good start.
I was hoping that it might have been a DQ because he attacked Cody. But officially, the official ruling was no contest.
No contest. See, same thing. Lazy booking. Just they're like nobody wins. It's fine. All right. What was the bonus on this one?
Now it should have been a DQ and have Cody win. The bonus was there going to be more Crossroads or more Fall from Grace moves completed?
Oh, I don't think he hit the Crossroads once. Did he?
So for the match winner, I picked Cody and you picked Oba. For the finisher move, you picked Cody and I picked Oba.
Yeah, I think
it was reversed.
Yeah, I think Oba had more. He had at least one fall from grace, I think. Cody, I don't remember seeing any Cody Crossroads. I don't think.
And just like the winner prediction, there were none.
There were none.
There were none.
Wow. That's how bad this match was. That's why you get a 1. You didn't do shit in it. There was this match was like 5 minutes long. It's like dumb.
It wasn't. It was 9 minutes.
9 minutes and nothing, and then a shitty ending. You get the 1, sir. No soup for you.
9 minutes, 3 seconds.
Yikes. All right. Let's move on. Bailey versus Solruka. Let's do our rating. Okay. I'm between 2. I'm trying to figure out which one.
Me too.
Normally, when I'm between 2, I go with the lower one. Because if I can't get to the higher one, then I should stick with the lower one. But in this case, I did go to the higher one. Due to word association. I think that's what I have to kind of recall as well. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hey, we match. Twinsies.
Yes, we did.
What'd Cage Match give it?
Cage Match gave this 6.83 off of 261 votes. Yeah.
That's a little low. Okay. Bleach Report. Loved it. Gave it an A-. Notable moments and
I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Various legends and celebrities were shown paying tribute to Cena in pre-recorded videos. It was nice to hear Michael Cole acknowledge everything Bailey is trying to do for young women just getting started in the business. Ruka's handstand into a head scissor takedown got a nice pop. The handspring into a moonsault over the top rope that Luka hit looked amazing. And the cartwheel on the top rope into a DDT was another great spot for Luka. Yeah, she was all over the cartwheels and the handstands and the craziness. I don't know where I got this comparison, but Solruka reminds me of like Lara Croft for some reason. I don't know if you ever played the old games, but she does a lot of like handstands and forward rolls and cartwheels and all kinds of like crazy maneuvers.
I didn't play the games, but I watched the movies, and I don't necessarily remember that. But
yeah, the movies were not amazing.
I mean, it had peak Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, it did.
Before she went it had peak Angelina Jolie, is all I'll say.
Fair. Yeah, this was a great exhibition match. This is exactly what the first match should have been. Just two people going at it in an exhibition match with no expectations and no, this was supposed to be non-canon matches. So if it was supposed to be non-canon matches, then this is the template for it. There was no interference. The two people on the outside stayed out of it. There was no after-match craziness. It was just a great match between two great wrestlers. And that's great. And this was the match where I got to the end of it and I went, you know what? Why isn't there a PLE that has this as the concept? Why is there not a Raw and SmackDown versus NXT showcase PLE? Why does that not exist? Like, that should be a yearly thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Maybe Survivor Series should be that moving forward,
Or Night of Champions be NXT versus Raw and SmackDown champions.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, all the champions fight each other. That'd be cool.
I mean, there's no champions in this match. There were in the other two, but I mean, this one.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there's a reason Sol Ruca was hand selected, whether it was by Cena, whether it was by Shawn, whether it was by Triple H. There's a reason Sol was handpicked to be in this match versus someone else, whether it's Jada Parker, whether it's JC Jane, whether it's who's the North American champ.
No idea.
Can't remember who the North American champ is.
Is it Harley Cameron?
Fallon? Is it Fallon? I don't know.
No, that's not good though.
Regardless, I mean, there's a reason Sol was selected. I mean, she is completely unique from any other woman on that NXT roster.
Yep.
Based on what she can do.
Yep. She's fantastic.
They wanted to expose not me her. Saying that as a day one Sol Ruca fan, but I mean, she is.
Oh yeah.
So unique compared to the rest of whether it's NXT, it's Raw and SmackDown too. I mean, she's like Casey Catanzaro, but a legitimate size.
Yeah.
And she completely showed out.
Yeah, I didn't believe the hype until I saw her in a match for the first time, and then the first time I saw her, I was like, oh yeah, I get it now. Still hate the theme song, but I love her. She's great. She's fantastic.
And her finish move,
the soul,
it's great. She can hit it on anybody. But really, and I saw it based on how she hit JC Jane with it a couple weeks ago. It really depends on how the person taking it does it.
Mm-hmm. I thought Bayley took a great one.
Bayley took it great. Oh yeah, Bayley really took a great one, but 2 weeks ago, JC didn't do a great job taking it.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
It's not really a move where she puts the person in position to do it. The person taking it has to be in position and kind of do the move to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Bayley took it great. It was a great match. The only drawback I had was it was kind of a one by a roll up, like a reversal of a reversal.
Yeah, I mean, she still won, and Bayley congratulated her, and they all kind of stood triumphant in the match. At the end of the match, that was okay with me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was great. The only reason it doesn't get higher than an 8 is simply because there was no build. This is just an exhibition match. It's hard for me to give it any higher than an 8 because it's just an exhibition match. There's no story. There's no emotion going into it. It's just put on a good match, and that's exactly what they did.
I mean, it's like an AEW match like what we're going to see next week at World's End for the semifinals for the
Continental Classic.
not Cruiserweight, the Continental Classic.
Yeah.
Right. There's not really any stakes.
Just exhibition matches
It's
for
just a match with no story. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it really showcased Soul for what she's going to bring to the main roster when she comes up.
Yep. A bad theme and great wrestling.
Yep.
All right. Predictions.
Prediction. So we both thought Soul was going to shine and win. Me for 2. You for 3.
Our first points are on the board.
4. But all my justification going into it was that Bayley was going to win, but I'm not going to bet against Soul.
No.
Ever.
No. All right. Let's move on to actually, before we get to that, I do want to comment on a part of the show that I was going to talk about in the intro, but it was at this point. Actually, was it at this point? No, it wasn't at this point. I'll get to it later. All right, the next match was Dragon Styles / AJ Lee versus Javon Evans.
Are we going to skip the bonus question?
Oh shit! You're right. We didn't do that. What was the bonus question?
Yeah, we didn't do the bonus question. Bonus question. Well, on NXT TV, ongoing story between Saul and Zarya. Are they on the same page? Are they going to split? Bonus question was, is there going to be a definitive split between the two? Like, was Zarya going to cost Soul the match? I thought she would. You didn't think she would because it's kind of non-canon. I missed it. You got the point.
Oh.
So you hit both.
Sweet.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, AJ Lee / Dragon Styles versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Let's do our rating. Okay.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. I was close to an 8, but I have some reasons to back up my score there. Would Cage Match give it?
Oh, I will say real quick, our expectations for Bayley and Saul was at 7 each.
Nice. So, I would say it exceeded expectations for sure.
Yep. Cage Match for this, 7.11.
So they
7.11.
So this is their favorite match so far on Cage Match. Interesting.
Yep, so far. Yep.
Bleacher Report gave it a B+. So kind of up there with us. WWE is going to make a play for Slater when his TNA deal is up. We've discussed that before. Mark Henry.
They've already made a play.
Yeah, I'm sure he's already.
There's I'm sure WWE is supplementing whatever TNA is paying him.
Yeah. Mark Henry was shown.
There's no chance that Slater's going to go anywhere else.
No, definitely not. Mark Henry was shown in the crowd looking like he has slimmed down quite a bit.
He has.
Did he? I didn't notice, but he's a big dude in general.
Yep.
The way Lee rolls back and transitions into a power bomb is always cool. Lee sending Slater into Styles' arms for a Styles clash at ringside looked amazing, but Evans broke it up before the Phenomenal One could hit it. Yeah, I was a little sad at that moment when Javon's broke up the Styles clash on the outside. I was like, oh, that would have been such a wicked set, But it's fine.
I'm okay with that because the whole thing, 2 weeks ago, was AJ caught somebody off the ropes in that position and did a Styles Clash. So it's like, I don't need to see something different every week of the exact same thing of, Styles catching somebody off the ropes or off the apron or something like that.
Your
I don't
beloved
need to see
AJ?
just a different variation of it. I mean, it waters it down if I see a different variation of it every week.
That's fair. It was a sick moment, though, either way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I thought this match was really good. The reason I didn't give it the same score as the previous match was I felt like there was a little bit of holding back for some reason. Like, it felt like it was like we don't want to blow our load right now with Javon and Leon. Like, it was just a little held back, and we didn't get to see Leon's crazy corkscrew move over the top from the top rope. What's Lee's finisher? Does he have one?
I don't know.
I don't think he has one. The only signature move he has is the top rope cutter. But like, what do they call the OG cutter? I think he calls it. But
Evans?
Yeah.
Javon Evans?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's the OG cutter.
Yeah.
Off the top rope.
He needs to change that. It's basically a Cody cutter / RKO / Diamond cutter. Like, come up with something different. I mean, I know you're bouncy,
Cody,
but
I mean, Cody needs to not do his anymore.
Yeah, that would be fair.
And yeah,
I agree,
because Javon does it a whole lot better than Cody.
Yeah, Cody does it all the freaking time.
Yeah.
It's kind of watered down for him at this point. Yeah, they need to stop having multiple people use the same finishers. It's starting to get irritating. Spear is like fucking everywhere now, and it's like, what happened to protecting finishers? Finishers should be linked to one person. But yeah, I really enjoyed the match. Dragon Lee did well. AJ did well. There was one weird spot in the match which I think was on purpose, and that's when AJ went for the phenomenal forearm and slipped off the top rope.
I was wondering that when I saw it.
It looked a little strange. I was like, it could be real, but I don't think it was. So I'm wondering.
I don't think it was. I think it was
on purpose.
I almost think it might have been a test.
Oh, for Leon.
To see how Leon would respond to it.
Interesting. That's definitely possible. My thought wasn't that, although that might be a better explanation for that. Because it did seem fake. Because I was like, if that was on purpose, there was no reason for him to slip off the rope. Because there was no like knee damage or leg damage or anything like that.
Right.
From the match that was like a story focus or anything like that. So I was like, that was either a legit slip or he did it on purpose for some reason. And I'm like, if he's going to do it on purpose for some reason, I wonder if his 2026 retirement tour storyline is going to be something like he's losing it. Like a gradual he's losing it type of story where he starts to make errors and then makes like some sort of big comeback in like the latter half of the year. Like, wake up, AJ, you're the fucking phenomenal one.
Yeah.
It could be this, like, it could be a planting of the seed of that kind of a storyline. But you could be right. It could have been a test for Leon to see how he would fare. It's tough to say. But it definitely didn't seem like a legit fall.
And what did Leon do when it happened? He just covered him.
He did, which isn't a terrible idea.
Not a bad idea at all.
Yeah. He didn't look confused. He didn't panic. He
just covered him, and then they reset.
Yeah. He could have done a move because I think AJ was like in the midst of getting back up, and Leon just pushed him down and tried to get the pin. So he could have picked him up and done a move, but he went for the pin, which may have been the safer bet, and maybe that's what they train them to do. Is reset safely. Don't go for another move because you might fuck up that move too. Just go for a pin and then reset. So.
And just go for a pin, make sure he's okay, and then go from there.
Yeah, that makes the most sense to me. But we'll see if my injury, or not injury, my he's losing it theory comes to fruition. I can totally see them doing that, and like the first time that people start to really notice is he's gonna fuck up and lose the tag titles because of it. He's gonna do something.
So it might show my age, but that kind of reminds me of Billy Kidman when he kind of lost his confidence or whatever doing the shooting star press.
The shooting star. Mm-hmm.
After he kind of messed up one time.
Didn't he injure somebody with that? Yeah, he injured somebody. He came down.
Something like that, yeah.
He came down with his knee. I think it was Chavo. He did it on Chavo, and his knee came down onto Chavo's head. I remember that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. That was crazy, that move. Poor Chavo. Yeah, so we'll see where that goes. Interesting, though. Leon Slater took the pin, which I think makes the most sense. It was either going to be Leon or Dragon. They're not going to pin Javon with him being basically the next big star, and they're not going to pin AJ because they got to keep him strong for his retirement year. So
I give it an 8 because it was too short.
Yeah.
It was almost like you blinked and you missed it.
Yeah, it was too short.
It was just over 6 minutes. It was the shortest match of the night, 6 minutes and 26 seconds.
Wow, that's ridiculous. Okay, well, this is a perfect opportunity for me to talk about what I was going to talk about, because this is probably when I noticed. I couldn't remember when I noticed this, but they spent so much fucking wasted time talking with Stephanie and Joe Tessitore. There must have been 20 minutes.
They did.
Of the show, maybe more, of them talking. And I'm like, you couldn't just not do that and give these matches more time? Okay. And then don't get me started on what we're going to talk about after this.
Oh, I'm sure.
We'll get onto that. But yeah, this match needed a lot more time. But it just that's what I mean.
It definitely could use more time.
It really felt like they don't want to blow their load with Leon and Javon too early. Like they're saving how good he is. That's what it feels like. So, all right.
So the thing that I was going to mention before, whether it was Oba or especially Javon, maybe not quite as much Soul because she doesn't. There's nothing that really stands out about her entrance. But the crowd knew who they were. Mm-hmm. They did the whole Oba strut thing, calling that out when it happened. Yep. And then Javon when his boy's bouncy. Yeah. They knew who they were and they responded to him.
That's a good sign. Maybe that's a good test too.
That's really good to see.
Yeah. Nobody knew who Leon was though. He got a cold entrance.
He did get a little cold entrance, which kind of sucks to see because 21 years old, he is the sky's the limit for him.
Oh yeah, he's got plenty of time. Both those dudes have plenty of time. They could have some of the longest careers of anybody if they stay healthy.
Yep.
All right. How'd we fare on predictions?
Oh, those. Oh. So I thought there were going to be 2 NXT winners. you thought there were going to be 2 NXT winners too, but this was the one that you thought was not going to be it, and I thought it would be. So
Yeah,
I missed
1
it,
point.
and you got it.
Woo, 1 point. In the bonus.
Bonus. Who was going to be the first to attempt a top rope move?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think in the flurry of everything. Who was it? Old?
I know
I have one thing
Javon.
written down, but
I know Javon did do a OG cutter at some point. So he did something. Dragon Lee did a dive over the top rope. I don't know if that counts. That was before that.
Leon did a dive over the corner like
Yes.
a Montez Ford type.
He did that. That was after Dragon Lee, though. So Dragon Lee, so far, out of all those, was first. I don't know what was before that. I wasn't paying attention. But I'm pretty sure the order of those ones was Dragon Lee, Leon Slater, John Evans, and then Leon Slater did a 450 Swanton after that. And I think AJ did a phenomenal forearm at some point. I don't know who was first, though.
It was Leon.
It was Leon.
It was Leon.
Okay. What did he do?
Okay, yep. I don't know. That's just what I wrote down.
Oh, okay.
What I recorded.
Gotcha.
I just want to make sure because I did pick Javon and you did pick Dragon Lee.
That's awesome. Wow, we are
We
swinging,
both
swinging and missing today.
Yeah, man. It's a rough.
All right. So moving on, there was an impromptu segment for some reason before the main event to use as a cooldown, I guess, for the main event, as if it was needed, where The Miz came out and interrupted, once again, Joe Tessitore and Stephanie McMahon filling time.
Because, they had way too much wrestling. They had to have a talking segment.
Yeah, it's very strange. Where he was in there complaining that he didn't get a match with Cena, which was an energetic, good promo. And then Ron Cena came out and it interrupted him with what wasn't the funniest lines he's ever had. But it led to him basically telling Miz that he the spot that he took by cheating was from somebody who's not very happy with him, and then Joe Hendry appeared at ringside, and they basically just beat him up.
Yeah.
And for some ungodly, stupid reason, did a "you can't see me." Why would you do that?
Because it's John Cena's final match.
You leave it for John Cena.
John Cena.
You leave it for Cena. That was so stupid. You wasted the crowd's first "you can't see me" on two people that have nothing to do with John Cena. It's fucking so stupid. That whole segment was just bad. You could have removed that whole segment and given 6 more minutes to the tag match.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Really.
Horribly stupid. I don't... Yeah. There was no need for a cooldown. When you only have 4 matches, there's no need for a cooldown. It was really bad. It was really bad. But...
Not when everybody is anticipating what's coming afterwards.
Yeah, that's why everyone was there. You didn't need a cool down match to get to the main event. You just didn't. You didn't. Yeah, and then we got to the main event, which was John Cena's final match against Gunther. Let's give it a rating.
God, I've been waffling about this for the last couple days.
Yeah, me too. But I did make a decision, so I'm gonna go with it. We are rating John Cena's last match. It was a big moment. We will never rate a John Cena match ever again. Hashtag sad face. Why does his hat say final, final? Final, final, you can't see me. That's dumb. He can't decide.
I can't.
I was between two for a while, and then I was like, yeah.
All right. I got to do this. All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. All right. We're on the same page. What cage match give it? Curious.
Cage match. Actually rated this the highest match of the night, 8.32.
All right.
So
Bleacher Report also rated
B plus, A minus.
Yeah. Bleacher Report also rated it the highest of the night, which was an A.
Yeah.
Put this to the side here. So notable moments and observations. So Cena did get a big video package before he came out, which was the one that I was talking about on the prediction show. It was the one where they're holding up these signs and stuff like that. So I had seen it already, which was a little disappointing that they didn't have a new one ready to go. But it was still nice. Notable moments and observations from the Bleacher Report. It felt like a few of Cena's most notable rivals who are still with WWE did not get to record a goodbye message, but at least Kevin Owens was sitting in the front row. Yeah, that was awesome to see when he was there.
Yep.
That was great. Hearing the crowd sing Cena's music was cool. He even took Stu's camera and filmed Stu for a moment during his entrance. Although they didn't show Stu. I wonder if there's some
they didn't show Stu.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a union thing with that, where they're like, no, you can't show the cameraman. Something weird happened there.
Yeah, that was weird. But they did show him in the package.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they absolutely did. The crowd chanted, "You tapped out" at Gunther early in the match. And the crowd was also chanting, "Don't give up," while Gunther had Cena in the sleeper for a very long time. The crowd also was chanting, "Let's go Cena," without a Cena sucks follow-up for the first time. Yeah. He had a great entrance. He really took his time. Breathed it in. He legit smiled when he came out.
The LED boards.
Gold.
In the little entryway, in the entry hallway that showed his different
looks and t-shirts.
I guess. Yeah, his different looks and t-shirts, yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't enough camera emphasis on it, I don't think, though.
No.
But it was good. And they should have had those on the banners around the ring, too, instead of just at the entranceway. But it was a really cool entrance. He even took his time in the ring with doing his thing twice instead of just once. I will say it was a little shocking and disappointing that Alicia Taylor was not the announcer for his match. What was up with that? Like I'd be sad if I was Alicia
Lillian
Taylor.
is the Saturday Night's Main Event.
She is
announcer, but also she did a ton of his career announcements.
That's true.
From Raw, from the early years.
That's true.
Through, 12, 15, whatever, whenever she left originally.
That's true. I don't even think Alicia Taylor was even seen. A little strange. Just a little strange.
No. She wasn't there because Lillian does the Saturday Night's Main Event events.
But like she could have been there for his last match, though. And been shown on camera. I thought there would have been a lot more people at ringside than there was. There were some odd names at ringside where I was like, where is so-and-so? And where is so-and-so? And where is so-and-so? Like it was, who was it? It was RVD. Kevin Owens.
We can talk about that after the match.
Yeah.
Trish Stratus.
Eve Torres. What was that?
Eve Torres, yeah.
Kurt Angle.
Well, Eve was part of the story with
Zack
Cena
Ryder.
and Zack Ryder, wasn't? Yeah.
So then why wasn't Matt Cardona there? Yeah, there it just felt like there should have been a lot more people there. It's really weird to me that there was a lot of missing people.
We can talk about some of that after the match too, because I got some thoughts about some other stuff outside of this match itself.
Yeah, I definitely do as well. But the match itself was great. It was amazing. It told a really great story. I would say the only bad part about the match for me was it was like 7 clotheslines in a row. I was like, this is weird. Why are we wasting so much time on a bunch of clotheslines? It's a little strange. I feel like
I think maybe Cena said, I don't want to take too many chops.
Yes.
But you can clothesline me.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like those were meant to be a chop. That was meant to be a big chop segment. And he was like, no.
Yeah.
I have to take my shirt off at the next screening for whatever, and that's the next recording. Like my chest can't be bruised up and bleeding. Yeah.
I'm 48 years old. You can get 3 chops on me, but you can clothesline the hell out of me.
Yeah, I'm thinking that was probably it. He called an audible in the ring. He's like, oh, I didn't realize you hit that hard. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I know Goldberg said you don't chop too hard, but you fucking chop really hard. Just clothesline me about 8 times.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, there was a good table spot. Lots of
that was a great table spot.
Mm-hmm. AA through the table. Speaking of the AA, Michael Cole got in a few callbacks during the match, which sounded like he didn't get approval for, because he called the STF the STFU at one point, and he called the AA the FU at one point.
He has called it the STFU a few times throughout the year.
Oh, interesting.
But when he tried it the first time on Saturday, he did say that it's the AA, but he used to call it the FU. And I think that was the only time he mentioned that, the FU.
Interesting. Yeah. Good though.
But I was glad that he called that out. Yeah. I was happy about that.
Yeah. I feel like he didn't get approval for that. It just didn't seem likely that they would allow that, but it was really cool. Yeah. I was expecting like 1 or 2 callbacks in this match, like during the AJ Styles match, but I guess they just kind of wanted to have this be its own thing. Cena didn't do as many.
I don't know
his funky moves. As
who else there would have been.
He never did the Batista bomb. Let's see. I don't know if he did the rock bottom or not. I feel like he probably did, but I don't know. He didn't do the Cody cutter or the Cody the crossroads. That would have been funny. But yeah, it's fine that it was its own match and that the AJ Styles match was the one that, where they went all out on that. That's fine. But obviously the big stretch of the match was the ending, which to be clear, this match was definitely given enough time. There was no questioning that Cena gave it his all. But the big ending to the match was this battle between Cena and Gunther, sleeper hold versus trying to get out of the sleeper hold, basically. Which he did.
It was just the fighting of getting out of it and
then having it reapplied again and fighting out of that one. And he fought out of it like 4 or 5 times, I feel like. And just kept coming back and kept coming back and kept coming back. And then, the ending of the match was John Cena smiling while he was in the sleeper and tapped out for the first time since 2004, I think he said. And to the shock of the crowd. And
to the shock of the crowd. To the shock of me.
The shock of CM Punk and Bayley. Did you see the camera shot of their reaction? They were out there.
Yeah.
Watching the match from the floor. And CM Punk's reaction, he points up at the Titantron and he's like no one expected it. Including us, because, we'll get to that. But it took me about 1 minute after the tap out for me to go, that was the right thing to do. That was the perfect ending. I couldn't picture a better ending than that. I didn't think it would happen. And so many people are mad at it. So many people are mad.
So many people, yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you call yourselves wrestling fans? He smiled and he tapped out. Not because not because it's goofy. Some people thought it was goofy. I thought it was great. He smiled because he knew it was over. He was happy with the fact that he gave it his all. He was happy with his career. He was happy to pass the torch. So in that moment, that's why he smiled. And probably also to comfort kids that were watching that didn't want him to lose.
So the way I see it, it's like, the whole saying is like right before you die, your whole life flashes before your eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Right before he tapped out, he looked at his whole life.
His whole career.
For John Cena, the character, his whole life as John Cena, the character.
Mm-hmm.
From coming out and facing Kurt Angle.
No. I can't do that thing that he does.
To the feud with Edge. To the feud with Orton. To all the,
CM Punk, Batista.
FUs through the chairs, the tables, the lights, the electronic equipment, through all the everything. And all of that flashed right before his eyes. And he said, in this match, we took the crowd on a ride from booing Gunther to trying to will me to win, to break out of the sleeper hold for the last 10 minutes.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. Super Cena. When have you ever heard the crowd chant Cena. Super Cena?
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, that was great.
They had the crowd in the palm of their hands, and he just sat there and smiled and said, "This is perfect.
Yeah, this is it. This is what we wanted." Yeah.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Well, not quite
Yep.
perfect because we didn't give it a 10. But I thought it was amazing. The only reason I took 1 point off was Gunther seemed to have quite a bit of trouble keeping the sleeper on Cena, like looking right on Cena. You know what I'm saying? He was constantly like switching arms and like switching positions and stuff. Like he wasn't just holding it the whole time. He kept letting go and like moving, and I'm like, dude, doesn't look realistic when you have to switch constantly like that. It was almost like he was out of energy and you couldn't keep his arms up or something. Like it was a little strange. And I thought that Cena didn't do a bunch of his moves that he has done. He didn't do the what does he call that code red type power bomb thing. Although I don't know if Gunther could take that. Yeah. He could have broken out his fist
lightning
of doom.
fist.
Yeah, his lightning fist, just as an homage to the time where he used to use that. And there wasn't even like a suplex. Didn't even go back to the basics. So I thought there could have been more variety in what they did. But from a sports entertainment storytelling aspect, it's hard to ask for anything better. They did exactly what they needed to do. It was great. It was amazing.
Yeah, I guess. I know I said in the Discord chat 3 options that that leading into it. There were 3 options. There was Gunther making Cena quit, the man who never gives up, making him give up. There was Cena winning, overcoming all the odds and Cena winning. Or there was, if they're going to have Gunther win, go all out and just basically kill the character of John Cena.
Yeah.
What we got was the last one that I thought we would of the 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
Only because, if Cena wins, you get your glory moment afterwards, which we got. If Gunther kills the character of John Cena, you don't get that. But Cena falls on the sword of never giving up. He can reappear someday saying, I never gave up.
Mm-hmm.
Or you get Cena giving up and still getting his moment afterwards, which is what we got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, there's no complaints.
No, how can you complain about that match? It was poetic,
Yep.
He really is the greatest, man. He knows how to tell a story in that ring. He really does. He gets it.
Yep.
However, I think we now need to address the elephant in the room, which was the aftermath. I don't want to soil too much on the on the celebration of Cena, but that crowd fucked up so bad. They fucked up so bad, man. The match ends. They can't accept that he lost. And they start. Cena's in the ring alone, contemplating that his career is over. And you start chanting bullshit. And you fucked up. No, Washington, D.C. No. You fucked up.
They didn't start saying you fucked up until the people started coming out from the back. Of course, led by
Triple H and Steph.
Stephanie and Triple H. And that's when they started saying you effed up.
Yeah, they booed the shit out of Triple H. Whoa. What was that? Like, so I am not obviously about an American. I don't know what Washington D.C.'s political culture
Just wait till
is.
next year. You will be.
Son of a bitch.
How's that going to work, by the way? Are you going to get automatic citizenship, or are you going to have to go through a process when you're the 51st state?
Not according to Trump. You got to work for that shit.
Or pay, what, $500 million for it or something?
Yeah.
For a gold card?
For a gold card, yeah. Fucking asshole.
Yeah, that's right. You live in the North American continent, not the North Canadian continent, okay?
I see.
You live in North America.
Well, Canada and Mexico would have a big problem with that. Yeah, so I don't know the political climate of Washington D.C. Is that a more Republican or Democrat city?
The city itself is more Democratic.
So I'm wondering if the booing had not as much to do with the booking as it did his affiliation with Trump.
Both. Because
they booed the shit out of him. He should have read the room when he went out there and they started booing him and just left. Just been like, all right, I get it. You don't want me out here. It's cool. And then he jumps up on the ring. It's like, oh my God, read the fucking room. No one wants you there, dude.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't have a problem with that because he didn't say anything. He didn't get on the mic. He didn't acknowledge the crowd. He didn't motion the crowd. He just laughed with Cena because Cena knew what it was. Right?
I think Cena, I almost made out what he said. I'm pretty sure Cena said, I think they wanted me to win. And that's why Triple H started laughing. I think that's what happened.
Yeah. For me, I think it's not so much them just booing this match or that match that night. I think it's kind of the whole year of Triple H's booking.
They were just mad in general. Yeah. But I mean, like,
which I kind of understand, but that was not the.
It's not the time and
place.
That
wasn't the night. That wasn't the place.
Exactly. Yeah. You completely ignored what was directly in front of you, which was Cena being done with his career, and you put your attention on someone else that you were mad with. Like,
right.
It just feels like the epitome of what's wrong with our society right now, of just entitlement. Where it's like your attention goes over here when you should be over here. Like, stop. Realize where you are. You're at Cena's final match. He's done. He's sitting in the ring, contemplating his future and his past. And he's probably a little annoyed. I can't imagine he's not a little annoyed at the bullshit chants and stuff like that. He has gone on record as saying he doesn't blame. No, that's not what he said. He said, I did this retirement tour so that people would have closure. And if you do not believe me that this is my last match, then that is your problem. And if you do not believe me, you are not going to get the closure you want come Saturday night's main event. And that's your problem.
Right.
So that crowd did not listen to him at all.
Right.
And yeah, I couldn't believe them doing that. Finally, at some point, they stopped with that shit and they started chanting "Thank you, Cena." But it was like, holy fuck, guys, that should have been what you did the second Gunther's music stopped, not instantly start booing and chanting bullshit and all that stuff. It was like, oh my God, you're ruining it. You're ruining it. Shut up. Yeah. Hated that shit. Felt bad for Cena.
Oh, it was. I mean, I'll tell you when it was. It was after that video played. When Triple H pointed up to the video monitor, they played the video, and then when it came back,
then they were like,
Triple H wasn't up on the.
Yeah.
Triple H, he wasn't up on the apron anymore, and it was just Cena.
Yeah. Which I did have a small problem with that video because I'm 90% sure that they've used that song before in someone else's retirement video. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
I don't know who it was, but I started hearing the song and I was like, oh, who did they use this on? They used this on somebody who retired, at some point. Maybe it was Taker. I don't know. It was somebody recently, and I was like, fuck, guys.
Hogan maybe on one. I think maybe Hogan on one of them.
It could be.
Because they did it like 3 different times for Hogan.
Yeah,
they did like 3 different videos for Hogan.
Yeah, and that's not a song that's new. That's and I'm not saying it's an old song, but it's probably 10 years old. That song.
Yeah, it's probably
So I was just like, you guys couldn't have picked something better than that. All right, whatever. But Cena had a little trouble holding it together out there. I was hoping we would see him let some emotion out, but he was, he's a pretty.
That's as much as you were. Yeah. That's as much as you would get from him.
Yeah, he's a uniquely strong-willed individual that can hold the line on his on his emotional cap. Apparently, though, he broke down when he got behind the curtain. Mark Henry said that after the show was over, he went back to see John, and there was like a lineup of like 42 people waiting to
oh sure
give him a hug and console him, and he was having issues. But yeah, hopefully they did some sort of Cena documentary that filmed all that kind of stuff. I would love to see the behind the scenes stuff of his retirement tour.
Yeah,
seems like a great thing that they could publish at some point.
That's not part of WWE Unreal.
No, I don't think so. I would assume. I mean, if Taker got a 3-part or 5-part special on his retirement, I'm hoping Cena gets similar treatment, and that we get that on sooner rather than later, because it was really good. But yeah, what a moment, what a career. Cena, we salute you. It was great job indeed. We can't see you anymore, unfortunately.
Yep.
I still think it would have been better if he retired in Boston, in an arena or in a stadium, but this is the way he decided to go with, so it's fine.
Yep.
Before we get to predictions, when do you think Cena goes into the Hall of Fame?
So if it's this coming year, that means whatever year it is, he's going to be the marquee, the headliner, the last person up, whatever, right? Well, they've already announced Stephanie.
Yes.
As this coming year.
Yeah, she's the headliner this year.
So if he goes in, if he's going in this year, that would mean Stephanie's not the headliner.
Yeah, and I don't think they ever do that. I think the first person they always announce is the headliner. Historically, that's been the case.
And it's hard to believe that a McMahon would not be a headliner.
Yeah.
Especially Stephanie, Triple H's wife, the COO, or the CCO, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So then you go the following year.
No.
You put him in Saudi.
No.
Right?
Fuck no. No one should go in the Hall of Fame next year. Nobody. Just skip a year.
So do you wait 2 years? So do you wait 2 years and 4 months from now?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, let's be clear on this. There are some big names that are still not in the Hall of Fame, like The Rock, who has basically been retired for a decade. He's still not in the Hall of Fame. Batista is still not in the Hall of Fame.
Who they announced for 2020.
Yeah, and then canceled it. Yeah.
But then canceled it because of COVID.
Yeah.
What I was originally thinking maybe was that Cena's last match. I mean, and this was when they first, when he first came out and said, in December is going to be his last event. I was thinking maybe that would be his Hall of Fame induction. that he would be inducted by himself, and then that night by himself.
By himself. Interesting.
By himself. But obviously it wasn't, so when does he?
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna wait a little bit. If they do, dude, if they do it in Saudi, what a crime!
I know.
Like anybody who gets inducted that year, that sucks. That being said, though, it doesn't necessarily mean that the induction is going to happen in Saudi. They could do it in the States. But
so when they came up with WrestlePalooza and the whole thing of they kind of want to drift away from the big PLEs that Vince McMahon had, do you think they might start shifting Hall of Fame to being based around another PLE? Or do you think it'll stay based around WrestleMania? Or do you think it'll possibly be its own thing at some point other in the year?
I think if they were smart, they would split it so that you didn't have a class of like 8 people. Although they don't really do that anymore. It's usually 5 people now. But they could do like 6 a year and do 3 at WrestleMania and 3 at SummerSlam. You know, split it up a little bit. But I don't really know. I don't think they would move it straight out of WrestleMania. WrestleMania is like a marquee. There's no way they're. I mean, I understand they want to create like new PLEs and kind of like shove the Vince era behind them, but like WrestleMania is like that's the thing, you know. The Royal Rumble leading into WrestleMania, that's the thing. That's the Super Bowl. So I just don't think the Hall of Fame deserves to go anywhere other than those 2 places, WrestleMania and SummerSlam. But like I said, they might tape SmackDown because I think the previous couple of years they've taped the Hall of Fame immediately following SmackDown on the Friday. So I mean, they could tape SmackDown and the Hall of Fame a week in advance of WrestleMania.
No.
I mean, it's better to be in the States and have it actually in the States rather than in Saudi. You know,
I mean, if WrestleMania is the marquee, then they've got to have it there, and you've got to watch it.
Then no
in Saudi.
Then there just isn't a Hall of Fame that year. No.
But you've got to watch it in Saudi.
No. Then I won't watch it.
Yes, you do.
No.
Wow.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've watched the last like 10 years of Hall of Fame speeches. I think the only
what if Nia Jax's there?
Oh, that I definitely won't watch it. I think the only Hall of Fame speech I've watched over the last 10 years was the Undertaker's. Couldn't even.
You didn't watch Paul Heyman's?
Oh yeah, his was good too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, his was great.
At least you saw that.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen any other ones in the last 10 years. Like the last one I truly remember was Ric Flair's, which was like a decade ago. More than a decade ago. It was like a decade and a half ago.
God, that was a long time ago.
I feel fucking old, man. Damn. All right. Let's get to predictions. I am old, man.
All right, predictions. We both thought that Cena was going to win. We both thought he would never give up and he would end up winning. So we both got 0.
Yeah.
Not a great night for the predictions.
Nope. 50% win.
Bonus question for this match. Combined, how many power bombs, how many Gunther power bombs, and how many AAs combined?
Well, I don't think there was there any power bombs?
Oh yeah, there were there were either 3 or there were 4.
Oh yeah, right. There was a couple. Yeah, he didn't do the sequential ones though. They were like single power bombs.
If there were 3 power bombs, that means there were 4 AAs. If there were 4 power bombs, that means there were 3 AAs, because total there was 7.
Wow.
But we both guessed 4.
Wow, we were way off. Damn.
We were way off. Including a avalanche, a super AA, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, avalanche AA.
From the second rope.
Avalanche FU.
But that's not all. We had some more.
Yeah, we had some bonus questions.
I'll go with the last one we did first.
Okay.
Was in Washington, D.C. Would number 47 be there? Would
number 47?
President Cheeto.
Oh. He was not
Donald
there.
Trump going to be in attendance and be shown. He was not.
Neither was Vince.
But he was on the video.
Yeah.
He was. They showed after the match.
He was, yeah. Back when he still looked like a normal human being. and not a skunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the Donald question,
yes.
You got it right, I got it wrong.
Yeah.
You know what that means? That means you're going to be a 51st state next year.
He actually was doing some sort of like speech at the White House or something like that.
Yeah, there was
like a shoot.
There was
shooting.
Yeah, there was some kind of shooting here.
Fuck me,
at Ivy League at Brown.
Yeah,
I think Brown University.
Yep.
How
Number 382.
many? Yeah. How many previous rivalries or opponents would be shown in tribute videos?
Well, we agreed
shown ringside.
Yeah, we agreed at ringside, live in person. We shifted that one.
Or like a sit down interview style.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We removed we removed the packages, the video packages one, because we were like, because the argument I made was that we're going to get like 50 people.
Well,
pretty sure we agreed it was live in person only.
Not live in person. It was ones that had not been shown
Sim.
before.
Yeah, I know it was previous rivals.
Say Punk. You can agree,
yeah,
right?
Punk and Cody.
Miz. Punk, Cody.
Yeah.
Miz.
R-Truth.
Mark Henry.
Undertaker.
RVD.
Oh yeah, he did a speech thing. Yeah. RVD.
Kevin Owens.
You got Kurt Angle.
Would you say Sammy?
Sammy for sure, yeah. Yeah. Did you get R-Truth?
Truth. Wade. They did mention Wade.
As an opponent?
Yeah. Well, we're already at 9.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you include the video packages, there was like 50.
Right. I mean, you would consider Triple H afterwards?
Yep. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, and all the people that came out at ringside, there was probably another 10. I couldn't. So they didn't show the people around the ring long enough for me to like figure out who was out there. Oh, poor little Nate. He was balling.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yep. But you said 3 to 5, and I said 9+.
Yeah.
anniversary. There we go. So I got the point and you got none.
Nothing. I got nothing.
Obviously missing was Jericho, Edge.
Yeah. No AEW guys.
Daniel Bryan, which I mean, I didn't expect. I'm sure they didn't ask.
I thought Vince was going to be there. That's so disappointing.
When Cena went walking up the aisle after he took off his shoes, and I halfway expected Vince to be standing.
Can you imagine? That would have capped that off amazingly. Yeah.
Say what you will. I mean, there would not be
no
tonight without that man.
Nope.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was there.
The dirt sheets say he wasn't there, but who knows what the dirt sheets know?
The dirt sheets also said that he was going first.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is why I try not to read them.
All right. So we got 2 more bonus questions. We had, what was the shortest match?
Oh, wow. Which was the tag match, which is shocking.
Which was the tag match? Tag match got like 6.5 minutes.
That's a joke. I can't believe that was only 6 minutes.
That is a joke. Like, you blink and you miss it.
Yeah.
You were shocked, but not shocked enough to get it right, because that's what you guessed. I guessed the women.
Yeah, I think the reason I didn't go with the women, because I was like, if they do make the women's match the shortest, that'll get the company a lot of heat if they give the women's match the shortest. So they're like, no, we can't do that. Gotta be careful.
And then we got the shortest match. What was the longest match?
It's gotta be Cena's match, right?
Well, Cena's match went 23 minutes, 43 seconds.
Good. They gave it the time. So glad.
And the women's match got 9 minutes and 24 seconds. So,
wow.
Yes.
So the second longest match of the night was only 9 minutes?
Yes.
Wow. That's crazy.
So you had about 100 I think this went off at, about 5 minutes after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So what? 125 minutes. There was 23, 6, 9.
Oh, no, don't tell me this information. It'll make me
38.
mad. Oh, no.
47. Wow. About 49 minutes of bell-to-bell time, wrestling time on a 125-minute show.
That is absurd. The fuck is wrong with them? Why was Joe Tessitore and Stephanie McMahon there? There was no reason.
Now, if there were more pre-tape tribute, if more of that time was taken up by pre-tape tributes, I'd be okay. But
yeah, like there was no reason for them to be up there.
Joe and Stephanie, and there was that Miz and Joe Hendry segment, which was okay. Which the segment didn't go too long in itself, but
it's just more minutes that could have been given to other matches.
Yeah, just more minutes. Yeah.
Ugh. Okay.
But yeah. Oh, and our expectations on that match.
I think we said an 8.
I think I might have crossed these up.
I think you were a 9 and I was an 8 on this one. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think so. And I was right where I thought it would be. Yeah.
Okay.
As far as average.
Oh, did we do all the bonuses? Was that 4?
That was all 4.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. My average is definitely going to be lower.
Yeah.
That first match is going to bring it down.
That's the thing about the 4-match cards. It's you get a low one and it brings your average way down. So
Wow.
At a 7.25, you had a 6.25.
That's still pretty good. It's still pretty good.
Yep.
Our averages don't typically go that high. They're usually around 6 to 7, sometimes 5.
Yep.
But yeah, cool.
All right, so that's it.
How'd we do in predictions, Mister? It can't be.
Oh, you don't want to know about that.
It can't be that big of a difference. Like all of it was just 1-pointers. Okay, that's it.
That's it. You make sure.
But yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show, and gonna miss John Cena for sure. He's a special kind of breed, man.
Yep. All right, ready?
Ready.
By a whopping score of 7-4, your winner and still predictions champion.
So had the DQ happened and not the no contest, you would have won.
I would have won.
Yeah.
Yes,
By 1 point.
by 1 point.
Thanks, ref. Appreciate the help there.
Let me just make sure. Cage match. Man, it still says no contest. God. Yes. I still lose. Yep.
That's funny. All right. Well, thus ends our tribute to John Cena week. Man, he's definitely one of those celebrities at this point where I'm like, I wouldn't mind meeting him. I wouldn't mind meeting him. I really hope that the movie being away from the wrestling industry doesn't make him change.
I wouldn't want to meet suit and tie John Cena though.
No, I would want to meet John Cena. Although I don't know, honestly, I think he's the same dude. He seems pretty.
He probably is.
He seems pretty legit. Now we just know. Now we just have to make sure that he stays away. Stay away, Cena.
I'm sure he will. I have no doubt.
Be the first to do it. Just stay away. I'm okay if he comes back for like a special moment. Like Stone Cold and Foley and HBK occasionally do, Taker, that kind of stuff. That stuff's fine. But no matches, man. No matches. You're done.
Yeah, I don't think he'll do any matches.
No. Learn from Flair.
I just don't want him to be. I just don't want him to be around too much.
Yeah. Once in a blue moon.
I don't want him to be seen too much. I don't. If he wants to be down at the performance center to help out a lot, to coach a lot, and be behind the scenes a lot.
Yeah.
Well, we know he just doesn't need to be seen. He doesn't need to be seen every week, all the time.
He, as we discussed on the prediction show, he did sign up a deal to be a WWE ambassador, whatever that entails. So, congratulations, John Cena. We will miss you, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Yeah, good luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you for the memories.
You will always be known as a quitter. No one likes a quitter.
Damn. Yep. It's got cold. All right.
Yeah. Nobody likes a quitter.
Nobody
likes a quitter.
If you want to follow me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo. On BlueSky.
I'm at Cult2K. On BlueSky and X.
If you want to email us, you can do so at co.opt.podcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server where myself, Cult2K, and so many others are there talking about gaming, wrestling, and more. And if you're so inclined, patreon.com/co-op entertainment, where you can throw us a few bucks to help support the channel. And once again, this is the final episode of the year. So we will be back second week of January is when we will be returning to our regularly scheduled programming. Between now and then, though, check out Press Pause Plays, the 14 days of Press Pause Plays, which will be going up while we are away. And yeah, cool.
Yes, sir.
For the last time in 2025, take us out.
Well, that brings us to the final bell. Wrestling Renaissance closes the book on the year and on the last match of John Cena, the kid who became the standard, the voice that told us to never give up, and the constant that carried an entire generation. Titles will change and eras will end, but moments like that do not fade. Thanks for riding with us through history tonight and for the year. For Wrestling Renaissance, we salute you, John Cena. We'll never give up on what you gave us. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and keep the Renaissance alive.